The next thing my spirit friend did was to show the medium a letter which he held up in a prominent manner and pointed to it as though it was of the utmost importance. Not knowing what it was intended to convey, I asked for information, and to Mr. Beard was at once shown a young fair-haired girl sitting at an easel. I then remembered that the letter had a distinct meaning for me and I said, "Is the letter connected with the girl at the easel?" The reply was a thought picture of a second girl with her head bowed over her arm in great grief. I said, "If this is the girl with whom I am to connect the letter, show me what her tastes and accomplishments are." The medium was at once shown a small room filled with books and literature of various kinds, with writing materials, as though its owner were fond of literary pursuits and writing. I said I quite understood the meaning of the communication and asked if I could be of any service to those he had left behind, or if he had any message for me or them. The medium said he is again showing me the young girl with her head still bowed over her arm as though grieving, and pointing to the letter which he still holds in his hand. I thanked my spirit friend for his communication, said it was quite intelligible to me, and that I would not forget to do what I could in the matter. This friend, when in the flesh, was a close friend of mine, living in the town of, who passed away during last year. He had but one Christian name, and that was Robert. He suffered from heart trouble for about 2 years before his death, and not infrequently was subject to that dread form of the malady, shortness of breath and choking. This battle for life was most distressing, and many a time his family thought he could never survive his struggles for breath, for air. But there was a peculiar feature about certain periods of his illness which I, and other of his friends, could never understand. For somewhat lengthened periods he would remain invisible, save to members of his family and his nurse. And the reason for these periodical withdrawals from the social circle was never explained. Whether mental troubles of a temporary nature were added to my old friend's physical sufferings I know not, but if they were, the fact that his spirit caused the medium to feel mental distress, or a temporary lapse from full mental vigor, offers convincing proof of the verity of the saying that spiritualism reveals much that is hidden. When my friend died, I took an early opportunity of visiting the family to offer such consolation as lay in my power. I did not see the mother, but had a long talk with the girls. They were aware of my belief in spiritual phenomena and the deathlessness of the spirit. And I pointed out that, as there is, and can be, no death, save for the fleshly envelope, the body, their father had but changed his condition, and that his spirit, freed from its outer shell, was living and thinking, helping and loving them at that moment.